guys, I'm back. So I'm finally back with the Jelly Jammin Stars from Pastry Quilt Shops. I am working on those stars. I have got 4 more to do. So I was going to jump on and do some of them on camera. I wanted to show y'all what I have so far. So this is one. I love that green. And I love how changing just the outside of the color, just look, these are the same blocks inside, but look how much different these blocks look. Aren't they pretty? I just love like just changing those star points, how much different they look. Aren't those pretty? So the two that I'm holding up are the two, they're the same blocks inside, but the different star points. So I just love the ginghams. Oh, wait, wait, here we go. I was like, wait a minute, those aren't matched. These two match. And then these two. I was going to do this one like a deep red, because I already had this one that had red. I figured I'd just go ahead and do the orange. That really pretty orangey color. Okay, so now I am going to be working on, let me turn my iron back on. So now I'm going to be working on another one. I'll probably do 2 on camera. They really don't take very long. Now I use glue. I use my glue. Hold on, y'all. My acorn glue. I do use my acorn glue just because it helps me just keep, because it's like every time I try, and they stay, is what I'm trying to say. Like, they don't move, they don't shift, the fabric doesn't, move on me, nothing like that. So I've done several of these today because I'm like, I'm trying to get these suckers going, and I only do 1 block at a time. So let me move my camera angle and I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. Hopefully I don't hit the bottom of this. Okay, so what I do is I lay out my 4 corner plain of fabrics pieces, like right here. These are just your background, and then my middle, those stay up here, and then these 4 are what I'm going to be making my star points out of. Okay, so hopefully y'all can see okay. And I do love to use my acorn glue. I love this stuff. And I know some of y'all probably don't need to use it. I just like to use it for stuff like this because it helps my fabric just stay put and not shift or move on me. So, and I also, because you're sewing corner to corner, what I do is I do it a little bit over from the corner to corner. That way I can like trim a little bit off, and I'm not short any. My leg itches. And I don't, like I said, you see, I only put like 4 dots of fabric, or of the acorn glue on there, just to kind of hold that fabric. That way it doesn't move on me. After this, I'll be working on the borders. Hopefully the borders won't take me too long. These squares don't take that long, but I'm not sure about those borders. I haven't tried to make one yet. So this will probably be a 3-part series video for the sewing. I have the cutting up. So the cutting video is up for this, and then this will be the video for the stars, and then I'll have the video for the, what's it called, the borders of the stars, and then I'll do the video of starting to piece it all together. So yeah, y'all can see what I'm doing. I feel like that's a weird angle. Maybe it's not. My bobbin ran out on my last one right as I was getting to the end. So I was able to wind the bobbin, finish it, and this, I'm starting off with a new bobbin. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to press these back. Take them over here to my little wool mat. Press them back. I press first. I press the seam, you know, like open, like I press it like this first, and then I will flip that little piece back and then press again. And this doesn't look like it wants to. I'm going to restitch this. I have not had this problem at all. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? I have not had that problem at all, but look, you see how it's like it's too short right here. It's not coming up meeting. I'm going to take that out real quick. Y'all, I have made several of these blocks and I have not had this problem. And the freaking first one I do, leave it up to me. And now it's going to want to fight me. Okay. Let's try this again. Leave it up to me to mess that up while I film. Okay. So now what I do is I just take my scissors and trim. And that's probably more than 1/4 of an inch. It don't really matter. Sometimes it's probably less than 1/4 of an inch, and sometimes it's more. Hey, it is what it is. Okay, so that is done. So now what I'm going to do is do the other. And I'm not going to worry about trimming these until I get these all the other side on, and then I'll take them behind me and trim them. I can't wait to get this quilt put together. It's going to be so pretty. Okay, last one. And if I wouldn't have messed up on this, it wouldn't have taken me. It took a few more minutes. Okay. Okay, same thing. I'm going to press these. Then I'll turn y'all around to see when I trim these up. Well, dang, y'all, I don't know what is wrong with me today. I have like fumble fingers so bad today. So bad. Okay. Trim this off and then I'll trim around because I'll need to trim where my star, like the red are, and trim it down to the size I need. This is the most time consuming part of this block is the star points. Now if you want a chain piece, you could probably chain piece them all. I like to do them. Okay, let me turn y'all around. Hello, there's Chase. I like to do the oh, y'all see my cord draped around. I'm trying to get y'all to where y'all can see that. I like to do it one at a time. That way I don't mix up my centers and my centers and star points. This one didn't need much trimming. So and I turn mine sideways because it's a little bit easier. I'm right-handed, so it's a little bit easier for me this way. Okay. Okay, these didn't need much trimming. Okay, so now these are all trimmed. I'm going to turn y'all back around. Try not to make y'all dizzy. I really need to get a different tripod. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start piecing this together. Now, a few of y'all have asked why I press so much on my my machine. I like to sew with a 1/4 inch, a scant 1/4 inch. I like to have this right here on my machine. It helps me to know exactly where my 1/4 inch, my scant 1/4 inch, all that is. Also, I have a tendency to not be so straight because I'm sometimes like call me spastic, and this just helps me so I know where when I'm doing my half square triangles like a diagonal, I know where my stitch is on that, and then when I do my regular straight stitch, I know where my scant 1/4 inch is. So that's why you'll hear me like moving my needle. So I learned to sew with a scant 1/4 inch, and that's just my preferred method is to sew with a scant. That way, if I need to trim something down, I have room to trim it down. Okay, So these are going to be my top box. This is going to be my middle. Just line that up. Try to line it up with the white part of the block or the background part of the block, and then because I know that those are perfectly square also. Okay, take one of my corner. And I do cut these apart. I don't like to do the web, or I think somebody called it a web stitch. The chain piecing web stitch, I don't like to do mine that way because I'm always afraid that I'm going to do this. Like, I don't want to have to make sure that I don't want to make a mistake and then have to rip everything out, if that makes sense. So, and I'm going to be pressing it to the solid sides. Okay. These look a little bit short. I don't know why. Okay. Do my solid square. Cadence! Okay, I'm going to press these towards the solid again. What time is it? Go look at the clock and tell me what time it is. Okay. My daughter texted me and wanted to see if I could meet her and her boss at down the road at 7:30, but it only takes me like not even 10 minutes to get there. So, okay, so now I'm going to put the block together. So I always start with my middle block down, and by pressing towards your solid square, your seams are going. So like the top and bottom, I'm pressing towards the outside. In the middle, I'm pressing towards the inside square. And then my seams will nest. Let's flip it over. And I haven't been pinning these because there's only 2 places where they need to nest. So I just been holding them with my finger and doing it that way. And I probably have lost a few of my points in some of my blocks, but I don't think you can really tell. Okay, I'm going to press them towards the top and bottom. Then I'll show you. So this square is actually, this block is really an easy block to do. Doesn't take time at all. It doesn't take much time at all. Okay, so there it is right there. Okay, and yeah, see, I kind of lost a little bit of a point right there, but hey, it is what it is. What are you going to do about it? So let me call my daughter back and I will be back. Okay, I called her real quick. Okay, so let's work on this next block until I have to go get her. Okay, I have my corner pieces. This is why I kind of like to have, I like to work, like I said, you might be able to do this chain piecing. I like to do it block at a time because I know me and I will forget what blocks I have for which corners or which star points. So to me, it's just easier if I do it block at a time. And it really doesn't take you long. I mean, what, maybe 15, 20 minutes a block, maybe a little bit more. I think the only time I really uses acorn glue is for stuff like this, is when I'm doing diagonals, just because I can make sure my fabric doesn't budge. Okay. Can we press these? And I have not starched any of this fabric. So, because I didn't know for one how much fabric they gave me. And I know like some of my blocks of the month, they give you so much fabric. So I go ahead and press those with starch. Because if it does shrink a little bit, it's okay because they give me so much. I wasn't sure about this. I mean, she gives you quite a bit of fabric. But like some of this, I used almost every bit of it. So I'll be able to time this one a little bit better to see how long it takes me to do one block. Because that last one I kind of messed up, so it kind of took me a little bit longer than it was taking me. so glad I'm almost done with these. I need to measure and see how much they are, or how like big they are. I think there should be 12 and a half by 12 and a half. So I need to, I'll measure mine to see. I'll probably use my Stripology if it's a 12 and a half. My new subscription box shipped out today, so hopefully it'll be here. Hopefully it'll be here Monday. It's one I've been looking at for a few months, and I decided to go ahead and do it since I've stopped doing Sew Sampler. I'm nervous about watching Sew Sampler because I'm like, am I going to regret it? But honestly, I'm probably going to do more of these quilts from Pastry Shop Quilts than I will, because I've only made maybe a couple. I mean, I've had that subscription box so long from Fat Quarter Shop, and I've only made a handful of their quilts out of all those months, out of 4 years. So, but Pastry Shop Quilts, I can see myself making all of them. For one thing, they're a little bit bigger. I like bigger quilts. So, forget what size this quilt is. It's like a 68 and a half by 68 and a half, something like that. I'm actually going to bring my little, where's my small little rotary cutter mat? Bring that around to the front. I don't want to move my camera again and make all y'all motion sickness. Oh, where's that? Oh, where is it? I thought I had it. Here it is, right here. I know, she barks at the, what time is it? I gotta meet her at 7:30, so. There's that one. I need a vacuum in here again already. I got pieces of fabric all over my floor. So there's not much to cut on these. My other ones I had quite a bit. Maybe I'm doing it closer to the center on these, which is okay. Okay. Now to start stitching all these together. Cadence. Elizabeth. I don't know if she can hear me. What time is it? 7:04. Okay. I'll be done in time. You gonna put Macy up for me? Give her a treat and put her up? Give Macy a treat and put her up? I can't leave my dogs out, especially her. little female. She is lately, oh my gosh, she has been so bad about getting in the trash. Like I usually leave her out at night. She sleeps in, my room every night lately. Last like a couple of weeks. Well, the last week, I guess, week and a half. I put her out. I leave her. I was trying to let her out. I wake up to where she has dug in my trash and have trash all over my house. I don't know what has gotten into her lately. Chase, I could leave out no matter what. I don't worry about him. Whoops. Okay, and press these. Remember, I pressed the top and bottom towards the outside blocks, and then the middle I pressed towards the inside block. This would probably be really, really pretty with also like a low volume. I'm thinking like a room, but I don't know, maybe not. I just like low volumes. Nestle seams right there. No, I have almost been like since everything that happened with my niece and stuff, I have been such like in a funk. Okay. Sometimes I can't feel if those are nested enough or not. Yeah, we had last week was feeling so good. We had temperatures down like in the 50s. Oh, it felt so nice and wonderful. Yeah, see that didn't. I'm a little bit off there. That's what I was thinking, but I wasn't sure. And then all the heat is back. It feels like summertime again out there. Fall's teasing us. Like I just want it to be cool, like in the 50s or 60s for the highs, and sit outside on my back porch, drink coffee. Just do it. I say 50s or 60s for the high, and that's almost like what temperatures we get on Christmas. That's sad. Me and my sister want to go up and spend Christmas up in the mountains somewhere, like in a little where they do it big up Christmas, where they get like snow for Christmas. That way, us and the kids can at least experience a white Christmas once in our lives instead of a brown and green, because you got winter grass that grows and then all the brown dead stuff, which everything right now is kind of brown. We need rain so bad. Okay, let me turn this off. So this is another block that I just did. Okay, so this one and this one are they've got the two middle, they're the same. Now, they look a lot alike because I could not, well, actually, they're not the same blocks. This has more, this is brown, this is a deeper red, but they look a lot alike. I did not do these, I did both red because I didn't like the way some of the other colors looked. So, but there are these 2 blocks, and I've got 2 more to do, and I'll be done. So I'm going to go ahead and get this edited and uploaded, and get my other 2 blocks done so that I can start my borders for these stars. Okay, so hang tight and be on the lookout for the borders for this. I'm going to try to hurry up and get at least, I'm going to get a border done for at least 1 block. That way, then I can record another one doing it, because they're the inside blocks will have all scrappy. It's the border block. So I guess I got to read the instructions to see how that works, because some of my blocks on the outside will have the border blocks, which is all the same, which is this color right here, which is this. Then my other blocks will be all like in the middle, will be all scrappy. So I've kind of got to figure all that out and see how that is. So yeah, this didn't even take me, like it took me maybe 15 minutes to do 1 block. So you could do 4 an hour, you know, so at least 3 an hour, if not 4. So they're actually really quick blocks. So anyways, I hope y'all are having a wonderful Friday evening, and I will see y'all soon. Bye y'all.